Bossa Studios, the ones behind the sadistically hilarious and often frustrating Surgeon Simulator, is back. But this time, the dough isn't fully risen. I Am Bread is in the early access program on Steam, receiving feedback and tweaks before release next year. And while I can spend this entire video using every pun around bread and/or toast, the least I can do is refrain from doing that. The goal is simple: to take your bread from where it is at and make it to the toaster so it can receive a Viking funeral bathed in the warm electric heat it deserves. But just getting to the toaster is not enough. You have to avoid the ground and other hazards at all costs, including dirt, open meat, the floor, and more. Touching anything dangerous reduces the edibility of the bread. If you reach 0% edibility, you're toast. Well, not toast, it's game over. I Am Bread is familiar to those who've played Mount Your Friends. But if you've played Bossa Studios' previous game, Surgeon Simulator, or even Co-op or probably Archery, you know what you're in for. In this, though, a controller is actually the most suitable. This is because the four corners of this baked good respond better with a controller than trying to use a keyboard to accomplish it. And even with a controller, this is not an easy task. This can be a very frustrating game. How long you'll end up playing this game is entirely determined by your patience or lack thereof. You have to manage your grip in the form of a meter that depletes with use, and by emptying it, you risk falling from a great height. So you have to reach places to rest in order to keep going. But this is a tricky task when time is a factor, your edibility is a factor, and the controls are tight, but not natural feeling. You always feel clumsy moving around. But there are moments of excitement when you're hanging by one corner of bread like in Cliffhanger, your grip is about gone, and as a last-ditch effort, you swing the entire slice onto a shelf to save yourself from having to climb back up. It's the little victories that make you feel cool and successful in I Am Bread, even if it isn't the main objective. I Am Bread is not finished, but it is one of the more refined early access titles that feels complete. I didn't experience any bugs, performance problems, or anything indicative of other titles under the early access banner. The game is fun, difficult, and the only game where you can play as a slice of bread. There's also a subtlety of something darker going on, but it seems like we're not gonna see that until the final product. And at $10, you won't hurt your wallets for simply trying it out as is, or getting it out to play when it's finished, because Bossa Studios is unclear whether the cost of the game will rise when it is fully baked. I've put a link to the game in the description for those looking to grab it.